Because it'd be like, I'm pulling on it. I'm sure. Baby, let the little heart stop. It's okay.
Right.
So I feel like
That is
today, I feel like
hilarious.
when I made the prayer last night, I feel like that's what happened when they separated. But I feel like the people that believe in just energies, how could you just believe that?
Yeah.
And then, like, I don't know. Like, I'll be trying to, like, I don't know about, like, a religion. I don't think you have to have an actual religion that you're set into. But I do feel like you got to believe there is a creator. You got to believe there is somebody, like,
For
that
sure.
did something. I don't care if you call them pizza.
Right.
You got to believe in something, babe.
Yeah.
You cannot believe, like, oh, and, like, I don't like the crystals. I don't like the sage. Do y'all like that stuff?
No, I'm not into that.
Not
What turned y'all away? Where y'all used to be in it? Did y'all used to fall for it?
Not it.
No,
Not even.
I just never was invested into that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Have you ever received a crystal from somebody?
No.
Not even. Not even. Not even. Oh, well, my mom used to. Didn't even know, like, the meaning of it. But, like, I feel like a lot of people, you know, trends.
Do you know the meaning of it?
Not even.
Sage?
I feel like, it's like to get rid of, like, a lot of bad spirits and stuff.
Oh, yeah, they said
But,
that.
like, the power of that sage. Yeah, the
not
power.
reading the meaning?
It's really, like, where that sage is, where that power coming from, right? Like, for us, if any bad spirits, you know what I'm saying, we just call on the name. That's
Right,
it,
exactly.
Right? But, like, sage is a whole different thing. And that's one thing. I was actually talking to a friend of mine, and they didn't like how, you know, just everybody pick up a culture and don't know the meaning behind the culture.
Exactly.
Right? So, like, they really devoted their lives to that. To where we were just like, oh, sage, around the house, sit it on the counter, and walk about, you know what I'm saying? But it's so much more than that.
And this thing. And this thing.
Seriously. In that little bitty bowl.
It's just think like you just all the energy you bringing in is funky energy. Okay, so then I talk about religion. So, do y'all have religion that y'all are a part of?
Yeah, no, I'm a non-denominational Christian.
What do you mean?
Basically, like, you know, Methodist, Baptist, Pentecostal, those are like your traditional. Those people have like different just practices that they do. So like Pentecostal might be stumping. You know, you ever been to a church where they just like shouting and stumping? Yeah. And then you got some people that are Baptist, so it's certain things, you know, you might be able to do, might not be able to do. Church of Christ, like there's just a whole lot of denominations, and I think we're more so relationship over religion. So we like know Jesus Christ for who He is and what He's done, rather than everything extra.
Okay. What about you? I mean, I guess you could say I'm non-denominational, but at the same time, like I said, I've still visit like different churches.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
Like even with different denominations, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just there that because everybody has a different interpretation of the word. You know what I'm saying? So, and the delivery's different, and the context is it's the same, but everybody, like I said, they have a different like different pastors and different leaders have like different revelations. Yeah. So it's always good to get different perspectives of the word from like how you said non-denominational, but somebody from Baptist. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay, so I've been going to a Mormon church.
A Mormon church. Okay.
Wow.
No, because I've never experienced it. That's why. That's look,
like,
look,
like,
no,
that's-
look, no,
that's-
don't even do
No,
that.
like let's talk about it. Like,
Yeah, for real. Like honestly,
You for real.
that's why I say wow, because I've never been there.
Y'all
never
realize I ain't
experienced
saying shit else after? Y'all still going
Oh,
like,
wow. I had to brace
y'all
myself.
said
for that
so
one.
much without saying
I
nothing.
had to brace myself for that.
They
We
wow.
gonna it's a safe place.
Wow.
It's a safe place. It's a
yeah,
safe place.
yeah,
for
don't
sure.
do that.
For sure, it's a safe
I
place.
didn't even finish my truth.
Yeah,
Like,
go ahead.
whoa. So yeah, I've been going to a church that's Mormon, and it's been a cool experience. I tried different churches. I did. I found one church I like for that's not. I don't even know what they are because it's not in person. It's a virtual church, so it's like I don't know what y'all really over there. But I love the work I got going on. But in person, I go to a Mormon church. I like it. Do I know the history of it? I seen one movie before I went, and it was a crazy history.
Yeah.
So, how do y'all honestly feel like y'all can go to a church that is that is led by a person that does not look like you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That don't have nothing to do with it. I went to Hope City. Shout out to Pastor Jeremy. But he was welcome to the cookout for sure.
No, you can't say that. Not welcome to the cookout.
He was welcome to the cookout for sure. But believe it or not, safe place. He had to leave because he was having external affairs with somebody. Yeah, so he had to step down. But I said that to say the church was real diverse. It wasn't too like, you know what I'm saying? It was all type of ethnicities in there. But yeah, I definitely love the message that was brought forth.
So then, how do y'all feel about people that like go to churches and they're like still like doing bad things? Like I asked somebody this before. They a pastor of a church,
Mm.
and he was kind of like conflicted. We're not pastors, so we can open up freely.
Right,
Right.
for sure.
Do y'all feel like someone who just murdered 5 children can go to church tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. For sure,
Okay.
for sure. Just because that's all right. So let me ask you this question: Can somebody who smoked weed just yesterday, or somebody who got drunk last night, could they go to church in the morning?
Mhm.
Okay, so why a person who murdered 5 can't?
I don't think they can. Do your thing. Since you can't sit by me, you ain't gonna lie to you. You can sit by
I
me
ain't
once
gonna
they pat you down, little brother, but like, 'cause I don't
You
know.
kill me
but-
in the church, I ain't gonna. I feel like that's the best way to go out. Like if I die in the house of the Lord, like I wouldn't nowhere else.
You know,
like,
my mind didn't go there, brother.
I'm
My
like,
mind-
I
just
didn't
saying,
think like
I'm
that.
I'm saying, buddy, you can come sit by me. Like
We were just talking about him just going to church.
Yeah.
Like,
He like just in case
you were
get
gonna
triggered.
leave after you were done.
Nah, man. But I feel like, yeah, man. I don't see why not. You know, of course, like
Seriously.
it's a bad. I mean, like I said, everybody face their own demons, man. That's
Nah,
all.
fact. So did we truly? My bad. Go ahead.
But if you're drawn to, like, let's say you did that, I don't see there's no difference as a lady who just, like a woman who just laid up with a man after she's married and she laid up with a man outside her marriage, or I don't see this any different as somebody who just got drunk the night before, like drunk, like out of their mind, drunk, don't even remember how they got where they was at, you know what I'm saying? But they made it to the house of the Lord. So I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, of course it's like, dang, you killed 5 people, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Of course you got to, but if he showed up to the church of the Lord, what you gonna do? Like,
I ain't doing nothing. I'm just not sitting right to. I'm gonna still pray for sure, and I'm gonna still do everything normally. But
I feel
you know,
yeah.
So then, how do y'all feel about people? Like, do y'all feel like every sin? Well, I know this answer is gonna be yes automatically, but do you honestly feel like every sin can be forgotten? Because I do feel like for us, like I guess for me, I'd be conflicted. Okay, we always say like, okay, every sin is forgotten, right? Mean forgiven, right? But then what classifies? We don't know. But like, why we be like, oh, well, some people won't get into heaven because of what if everything got forgiven?
okay, so
That's why I get like.
So with that last part, right, of everybody not being able to get into heaven, I do believe that there is one sin that just won't get you into the kingdom of heaven, and it's just because you don't believe, which is blasphemy.
Right.
Like if you never accept Jesus Christ and God, like you can't because you won't accept the work that they're doing,
Exactly.
right? But like every other sin, I just simply relate it to my life, like my relationship to God. I ignore him. I do him dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't talk to him as much as I should. Like, I disrespect him. And for him to forgive me for all that I do, why shouldn't I be able to forgive everybody else, especially when I'm not the one to judge?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, I definitely think, like, all sin can be forgiven and forgotten. And we live in a horrible culture that be like, you know, I never forgive. I never forget, but I forgive. Yeah. And it's like that's not even forgiveness at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you still holding on to that.
I
That's
would
so easy
say
to say.
it's not hard for me to forgive. Is it hard for y'all to forgive?
Man,
Yeah.
I don't really be that messed up about
It depends
stuff.
on who. It depends on who.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The thing about that, man. Even though, of course, and it's crazy that you asked me that, because that's something I'm kind of like in real time working on. Because I told her, like, I just recently, about a couple months ago, was revealed to the fact that, like, what true forgiveness is and what it looks like. You know, I really thought for a long time that forgiveness was, you know what, dog, you did that, but I forgive you, though. But then I'm telling him that, or I'm telling her, yeah, I forgive you. But I'm talking to my homeboy about it. I'm been to him, like, I'm telling him about what
Facts.
happened, and I'm still carrying that.
Like holding it.
Yeah, I'm still holding that in.
Yeah.
I thought just the fact of me telling you I forgive you, that was me forgiving you. Not knowing, like, I have to legit forgive you and, like, remember that no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think, and it's crazy because I think it's the book of Matthew, I believe, where he talks about, I believe it was Peter, who asks God,
how many
like,
times?
he's like, how many times do I? Bro said, how many times should I forgive someone who sinned against me? And he said 7. Like, on some, like, I could do 7. I could forgive somebody 7 times.
Right.
But the way Jesus responded, like, he was like, no, 7 times was 77.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, that's how many times you're supposed to forgive that person. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not, that's for that one sin. That's like, this person keep lying to you, you're supposed to continue that many times, forgive them.
And to piggyback off of that, I'm sorry. When it comes to why you forgive, it's never for them. It's for you, right? Like to let go. think about how long you holding that, right? Like think about how, especially mine. Like I'm an overthinker, so like
Same.
I'm going into the next day thinking about how you did me wrong. Or
Right.
I'm going to bed. I'm thinking like think about how much peace you actually lose just thinking or holding on to a situation.
Yeah.
So when he calls us to forgive, it's never for the other person. I feel like a lot of times we be like scared of vulnerability and be like, nah, I'm not soft. I'm not weak. Like you're gonna know that you know, and it don't have nothing to do with that. It's just at the end of the day, God said like He's offering a peace that the world can't take away, and holding on to stuff like that is like the best way for the enemy to be like take you out of that state of peace.
Right.
Okay, so when y'all dealing with like forgiving and things like that, right? So I kind of slightly, I ain't lie, but it's like, okay. Well, I start hearing y'all and I start coming, in my heart. I don't be messed up with people like that are like everyday people, right? Like my friends are everyday people for me. Like if y'all would do some crazy stuff right now, like I'd be like, okay, whatever. Like I just don't care. I struggle with forgiving like family members and people that are older than me.
Okay.
Because I feel like
They
you
know better. Yeah.
like you did me that, you know better.
Yeah.
And, like you did me that when I really ain't know nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to learn to like forgive those people wholeheartedly. But I feel like I'm easily triggered by the people I think I forgave.
Yeah.
Mm.
So like I think that's not where I realized.
Have
Did
you
I really
prayed about
forget
that though?
Yeah, I pray about everything. I ain't gonna lie. I think
Yeah.
sometimes I gotta stop like asking for stuff, and I just be like, just use me, cause at this point, like whatever you trying to make me do is just
Yeah,
like,
for
come on,
real.
just use me. Cause I feel like I have learned that recently. Just start asking God more so to like use me in different ways instead of like, oh, I need this, and like I think even just not even just be like saying I need stuff, saying thank you, but also like, okay, but use me as well, like. Where can I help somebody like this today? Where can I change this person's mindset? Things like that.
Yeah.
I'm working on the prayer aspect. Sometimes I feel like my prayers don't be feeling like, I feel like
Ain't
my
got
prayers.
to.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
That
When you say my prayers don't, because I just had this conversation just the other day. So what do you mean by that? Like
just feel like I be talking.
That's
like
what it's supposed to
It can
be.
start
I just feel like they don't be like, holy Father, we here today. Like I
Man.
feel like mine be just like,
Man,
and I talk to him regular, like, what's up, bro?
that's how it's supposed
Like
to
it
be.
be
though.
real cool. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be like cussing a little bit. One time though, just one.
Come
But
on.
it be like,
Nah, sometimes you be at that place.
it be
though.
like, oops,
Like
you know.
transparency. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't like. I wish we. I'm not gonna say I wish we, but I don't. I wish we get out of that of thinking it's a structure of prayer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a certain type of words you have to use, like the thou, the distance, and Lord, Heavenly Father. Like, man, if God just want that relationship. Like He
Facts.
wants you to talk to Him, because for one, He already knows what you're going through, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever, He knows what you're feeling. So why not come to Him about it? Like honestly, me personally, like my best, like it's been times where I've came to God and I was honest about me being mad at Him, because God, I prayed for that. I was praying to you for that. I was trusting you that I was going to get that, and I didn't get it. So now I'm mad at you. And I've definitely told, like, God, I went to God in prayer angry at God. I know that sounds crazy, but legit. Like, because, I mean, He already knows that's how you feel anyway. So why not just express it? Submit that to Him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bring that to Him.
You're doing that already though. Like just talk to him.
For real. It's like legit, like how you would call your homeboy and tell him, or whoever your best friend is, however you call your best friend, you talk to him. That's the same type of relationship that he wants. There's no type of certain words to use, a certain type of posture to have. He just wants you to talk to him, man. That's all it is. He's gonna listen.
For sure. So, okay. So, when we talk about talking to your best friend and things like that, this is a good question. How do you know when to, like, 3 of them? I got 3 questions, but it's 1 question. Okay. When do you know, like, when you're truly in isolation mode and when you're truly just, like, being just like that? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I be thinking, like, am I in isolation mode or am I really just, like, I don't want to be around them?
I would say isolation is a calling. You gonna know for sure. Like isolation is God bringing you out of something, getting you ready for something else. And like during that season of bringing you out, that's breaking bad habits, cutting off old ties, like a lot of that. And then getting you ready for it is also teaching you new habits, breaking down, teaching you like new discipline and like instilling into you. You know for sure. You know. And then like just not wanting to be bothered is different.
So I think the problem with me is I think a lot of times I think right now in this moment I know God has a hand on my life in a lot of aspects, right? I think my problem is I think I try to have a clear, like, this is what that is, what's going on right now. When it's like, all right, you know you got cut off today because you just prayed that prayer. And you really don't care that you really getting cut off.
Yeah.
It's just like, and when it happened, it was like,
Is this really you? Yeah, like
it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was like, but it was like, all right, I guess. Then it's like, all right, I got people that steady trying to hit me up. Oh, I want to hang out. Now that's where it comes to play where I'm more so like, I don't think I'm aligned to these people. I don't really want to be around these people. But it's also like, I genuinely do feel like, don't be around these people.
You don't want to? You say you
I really
genuinely
don't want to either, though. But I don't know if that's isolation or I just really don't want to.
Don't. I mean, yeah. I feel like everybody in my life who, even the people I be annoyed of, like, it's something that draws me to them. Not necessarily saying, like, I love them for a reason, but it's just something about them that, makes me love them,
I feel like with isolation, man, I feel like how you said, it's like things start happening like where people just get removed from your life. And also I feel like it's that desire that you used to have to do those things.
Yeah.
They start to go away. They start to vanish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think, and it's not even that you're forcing yourself to do it. You just naturally don't. Like, because I went through my phase of isolation, my stage of isolation. And when it came to it, I used to be out for at least 4 nights out the week, like going outside and linking with my friends. And then not only that, I'm getting drunk all 4 of those nights. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't go from like when boys hit me up, I'm like, man, I really want to go, man, but I ain't gonna go. It wasn't even that. It was just a genuine, wholeheartedly like,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm straight.
Yeah, so that's what this going on.
I don't know what's going on.
Because like no, for real, that's how I feel. It's not like I'm battling. Like I'm
it's-
really just like no.
It's no restraint to it. It's just
agree.
it's just genuinely like I just don't have that desire no more. You know what I'm saying? And that stuff happens when, and I say this because that's why I tell people just come as you are to God. Like people who say, oh man, nah, let me just run up this, let me hit this one more lick, let me hit this one more play, then I'm gonna give my life to God. Or let me, you know what I'm saying, let me get this little pack off me real quick and I'm gonna give my life to God. Like, nah, bro, come as you are, bro. Like, oh, let me stop drinking. All right, when I stop drinking, when I stop going out after my birthday, after that, I'm gonna get baptized, I'm gonna give my life to God, I'm gonna be straight. Or it's the new year, I'm gonna wait till next year. Like, bro, come as you are right then and there, because what's gonna happen is when you bring yourself to God, He's gonna naturally do that work in you. You know what I'm saying? Like all that, like the desires that you have, even if that's what you're battling, bro, like God will remove that for you naturally. Like it'll be one day. Like I think you experienced it where you just like, I just don't feel like drinking. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just off drinking. Like, and I'm genuinely. It's not because I'm too messed up right now. It's because I'm actually off drinking. Like I want to do something. I want to have a new coping skill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it took me months. Like I had been feeling like that for months, and I was still just doing it because I felt like I had to.
Right.
And then it was more so like, all right, like it came to a point where it was like I had a conversation with these 2 ladies, and I was just like telling them about stuff, and she was just like, yeah, like just make the decision to stop. Then I finally had like one day I was just like, all right, I swear to God, y'all, I was literally getting drunk with my friends, and the whole time I'm getting drunk, I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm not finna drink tomorrow. I'm done. And they were like,
Right.
Literally woke up, I don't drink. They were so shocked. We in the middle of a trip, vacation. I don't drink. I'm cool on it.
Right.
My friend who I was on trip with me, she ain't seen me this whole time. She saw me for the first time in a while yesterday. She tried to give me a shot. I'm like, I don't drink. She, still? Yeah, still. She kept pushing shot on me, I'm like, no. Now, this is how I feel, and tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like people who keep pushing the things that you keep trying to tell them, like, hey, I'm not doing this. For me, it'd be like, you got one more time to ask me, I'm going to walk away from you, and I'm not going to talk to you ever again.
That's because they miss what attracted you. Like y'all formed a bond off of that.
Right.
So now I got to, not necessarily just off of that, but the fun time, the good time, And now that's different.
And that's a lot of my friends. That's why I also feel like I don't have, like, really not right now, I have no friends. Because, like, I need a friend that like to go fishing.
Literally.
Let's do some cool. Like, let's go bowling. Let's go fishing. Let's learn how to make lemonade.
Like fun, like that, like stuff that don't require, you know what I'm saying, BC powder, you know.
I think stuff like situations like that, man, I feel like it's more so people like how you said in a sense, it's like, dang, so this is what you really on? Like, nah, come on. Like, because this is our, think about it. However long you knew them, that was the foundation of y'all friendship.
Yeah.
That was the comment. That was the reason. That's what make us cool. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, one, you're revealing to them like this is the new me. This is what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say just like walk away from them even when they do try that, because some people just used to that. That's the normal. Like that's all normal. Hey, bro, look, you life of the party, get us started. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like let's start us off. You know what I'm saying? So when you don't do that, it's like kind of a, you know, you give them grace. You know what I'm saying? You have to stand firm because sometimes it could be a test. You know what I'm saying? But once you let people know this is the new me, this is what I'm on right now, that's when things gonna start getting revealed to you.
Yeah. Next time I'm a drink will be at my wedding.
And that's a great boundary to have for
Right.
sure. And I was gonna say too, like when God called you,
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink at my wedding.
when you start like moving towards Christ a lot, that just happens. That's just like shedding of old skin. So like literally, like people can't come with you to where you're going,
Right.
because they don't understand.
For sure. All right. So my next topic I want to get into is basically about finding when God's in your partner. Put it like that. God's in your partner. So I feel like safe place. Don't judge me. I'm gonna have this conversation. I want to have it with y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
I feel like my biggest thing that I always had addiction to was like lust.
Oh yeah, facts. For sure.
Okay, safe place, great.
for sure.
No, for sure. Just us two? Okay, great.
For sure.
2 out of 3. Okay,
we
so
good.
I feel like my thing was lust. I feel like I was looking for love everywhere. Like, oh my god, oh my god. And then I finally found like this one person who we talked for a while, but we both was not our situation had nothing to do with Christ at all. We separated for like a half a year, came back, and I was already into church. She was into church. And then out of nowhere, it was like, all right, we aligned. And like, not like align where like, because I know sometimes people try to use that as like a way to like align. And not like we genuinely are aligned. And genuinely are being a better person. And I feel like truly like, I knew I liked this person. I love this person. I received this person when I start praying for this person. I start going to God about like, God, you feel me? Like, God, like I can tell you, hey, anybody that thing, I ain't never told him, please, that one. So when you know that like God, or have you ever thought that God sent you your partner and it wasn't that, or has God sent you your partner and you're like, okay, yeah, like this is a line, this is what I'm feeling.
You can go on that one.
Man, I got so much to say.
Go ahead, start it out.
When it came down to thinking I had the right one, I've experienced that recently. I actually just got out of a relationship for like 3 years, and we ended it in May. And the way it ended, it was literally God. Like it was so out of the blue, so unorthodox. Literally, you saw it coming, but the way it ended. So like when it just comes down to like understanding why it happened, I just feel like I obtained her outside of the will of God. Yeah, like I feel like even when I got with her, we was like 6 months from my old relationship, so I didn't even take time to heal, assist what I was doing wrong. Like it was times where I'm talking to her and still calling her the ex's name. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm bringing her home, and my mom is like, "Oh, this is," you know what I'm saying? Because it's so fresh. So of course we tried to make it work. The honeymoon phase was beautiful, but it's just like after a while, your morals, especially when Christ get involved, and he's like, "Okay, you serious? We're gonna see," right? And then I realized that like even like little stuff like trying to talk about celibacy, right? Like if I slip up, it's no biggie to her because she wasn't aligned with God the way I was. You know what I'm saying? So to her, she was just doing it for me when it should have been for the love of Christ. That makes sense?
Yeah, that's
right. And then I do believe like your woman, like your partner, is for you just by the fruit of the Spirit. All right, like if they're patient, kind, nurturing. A lot of people like to say P31, but P31 women, right? Like somebody who makes a home, somebody who supports, right? Like this when they show these characteristics. It was a story in the Bible where he was talking about like just going by a well, and if they offer me water, right? Like you know the characteristics you look for, right? But yeah.
Okay. I mean, for me personally, man, I think like how you said, it's about keeping God. Because in my relationship now, we try hardest like to just keep God centered.
Yeah.
Like keeping God as the foundation of it. Because I simply just look at it like this, and my therapist kind of broke it down to me. It's like that as well. But she says, look at it like a triangle. You know what I'm saying? If you got your partner on this side and you got you on this side and God is at the head of it, y'all both should not like chase each other or seek each other. Y'all both should just be seeking God. And the more y'all see God, if y'all do it at the same pace, like y'all will meet each other because God is there. You know what I'm saying? That's I just keep it short, like that short, like it's just that simple. It's just like you just got to really just y'all both should be encouraging each other to seek God. The problem is, and I experienced this with a previous situation where it's just like you're not. It's like you kind of distracting me, like you kind of pulling me away from God. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's Saturday night, we done went out or whatever, or we had a late night. Sunday morning comes. In my heart, I want to go to church. Yeah. But now you're saying, you ain't gotta really go to church. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's small because of it could be a small something that can be overlooked because it's like in the moment it's like we did have a long night. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it starts. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta go to Bible study. Like you can miss out on that. Or babe, like come on, like you said you was gonna watch this movie with me. It's like stuff like that. Like are you, or if like it's my prayer time, or it's time where I study the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to study my own study session. If you're like pulling me away from that, you're just not for me. You know what I'm saying?
So when we talked about celibacy, right? I said it right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Love that. So my person had told me they had recently got baptized, and they were like, hey, like I ain't doing it until I get married. And I think they thought I was going to react to it, and I was like, cool. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if I'm just too laid back about life right now, because I think it was like, okay, I don't care. Like, I really don't care.
Right.
Is that, I guess, safe place. I don't know how to ask no other type of way. Y'all still be lime and coconutty?
Why? I've never in my life heard.
I never heard that.
I ain't know no way to put it.
That's a new one, though.
I'm trying to do it the best way.
No,
yeah, though, like, because I know, like, a lot of times, like, we're not really supposed, well, we're not actually, none of us are married, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, yeah, so we ain't supposed to.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I would say I think I'm practicing it. I feel like with practice comes trial and error.
Right.
Or like, attempting to.
It's the facts for me.
Yeah, so like that's really what it is. Like I of course I feel conviction behind it, like the minute I do. And then I find myself falling into a trap and I'm like, okay, I've been going 2 weeks. I've been going 2 months, you know what I'm saying? Like when I start to lean on my own strength, but I have to like remember why I'm doing it.
Right. But
yeah, like I always say I'm practicing. I feel like the minute I say, I'm celibate, that's when I like temptation left and right come my way. So I just like to say I'm practicing.
Well, yeah, I didn't put a title on it. I don't put. So I think my thing what helps me is I haven't put a title on nothing.
Right.
I just ain't doing it. I don't know. We just ain't doing it. I don't know. We just ain't. And also I feel like how you said the triangle thing. There was a time when I was talking to my person and I love Drake. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love Drake. One thing about it, that man drops some music, I'ma run.
Of course.
Sorry. Help it. All right, so I had sent them a picture one time, just dry. They was like, what you doing? I sent them a picture, and it was like the Drake songs on my TV, and I was just showing like what I was doing dry. And they were like, you listen to that? Like, judging. Really had made me mad, because one thing about it, don't ever judge nothing I'm doing when this comes down to this, because, baby, look. Don't judge me. Don't do that. And it's Drake. Like, you already know that, like, come on now. And I'm not putting Drake about nobody, but it's like, Gene, like, I don't know. I think that's just the one thing was like, I Gene like Drake, and you know I Gene like Drake.
Right.
They were ready to literally walk away from me because of that one decision. And we had to
listen to Drake?
Because I listened to secular music.
Yeah. Okay.
And we had to like realign and get to understanding where like you're on your journey, I'm on my journey,
right.
And my journey doesn't have to go at the speed of your journey, and vice versa. And like when we got there, it was like, hey, we have understanding. So I love the triangle example that you gave, because like literally that's how like I think like a relationship needs to work when you guys have Christ involved. Because I think when people try to like hand in hand do it together at the same time and do everything the same way, somebody's gonna fall short, and then somebody's gonna feel like, oh, this ain't right, and start becoming judgment.
That's exactly why it's important to be equally yoked.
Right.
Because like a lot of people think like equally yoked means like you know as much as the Bible as I know, but no, it's just literally striving after God at the same pace, right?
Right.
And like finding somebody who's at that pace, whether you're a new believer or a seasoned believer, is like that really matters, right? Because the last thing you want to feel is judged by the person you're most vulnerable with. You know what I'm saying? So like it's important to say like at the forefront, hey, this is what I struggle with. This, and this. And this is what I'm working on. I know this isn't Christ-like, but this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And Jesus loved me. He accepted me. So, all right, what you doing? Like, you stand there going. So that's why it's important to be equally yoked.
And also, like, with you, like, I can see how you could say it's like being judged, but I think I would have asked, like, I would have actually asked that. I would have been like, are you judging me right now, or are you trying to hold me accountable?
Yeah.
No, for real. Like,
You don't think I got out there?
No, no, just because that could be a simple conversation. Because sometimes, like, even when you're doing your spiritual journey with someone, like, it's not about them being ahead of you. They can genuinely just want to hold you accountable, but the delivery.
It's definitely a way to do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can like communicate that. Like, I get, you know what I'm saying. You trying to hold me accountable, but like, don't come at me like that. Like, I'd rather you know what I'm saying. Like, show me grace. You know what I'm saying? Because God showed you grace, and I show you grace myself. So just show me some grace. Like, sanctification is a whole process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not no like, oh, all right, I'm starting the journey with God. So now, I don't like Drake no more. Like, it's like a switch. Like, I don't like Drake no more. I don't want to drink no more. I don't want to have sex no more. Like, I don't know why that's the expectation. Like, these temptations and the things that you like, is you still gonna like those things regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's funny about that same exact day, right? Earlier that day, they had just told me, yeah, I just bought the Kendrick Lamar album on vinyl.
Oh, yeah.
And
I feel like that's like the hardest thing too. Like, as a Christian, like, if you're gonna set that boundary, if that's what it is, then that you gotta hold that standard for yourself as well.
That's what confused me. I was like, wait,
Bro,
what?
You can't be like, the Bible's double-edged sword. Like, the minute you point the finger, it's coming right back at you.
Exactly.
So literally, like,
I ain't gonna lie, I said my point, but that's one thing I never like said out loud. I never even hit that like, but you did. I don't know. Some of my chest like I think even without religion stuff like that, I'm just never gonna do that. Like, but you did. Like, cause what for? Like, really, what for?
That's actually healthy that you do that though. Because some people do, like, I feel like when people have an argument, or like when somebody's like trying to hold you accountable, or they speaking out something that you're doing right now in real time, it's just natural for us to be like, okay, well, when you ate that, when you ate that cheeseburger, or you ate too much pizza last week, I ain't say nothing, because you've been trying to watch, like, you trying to be consistent.
That's a sign that you lucky judged them at that time too.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. The fact that you didn't do that at the time, like, that's very.
It also just come from being offended too.
Right.
Like that's my defense mechanism. Like, the minute I feel attacked, now I'm deflecting it. Right, and it's just, I think that's just what that come from. So like.
Well, I think in a situation with this person, I think it's also, I'm gonna be real. It was more so like, I love you enough not to even do that to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. It was like, I ain't even trying to make this worse than it gotta be. If you're gonna do it to me, that's cool, but I'm not gonna do it to you, because like,
that's strong.
It's okay.
Can I ask you this too? After they, like, y'all had that exchange or whatever, right? And you letting them come at you like that, and you choose not to go that route, right? Do you revisit it, like, maybe like a couple hours, maybe a day? Do you like revisit it and be like, I just letting you know, like, you seen how, like, when you was holding me accountable, and I was like, look, you get your stuff off, and I ain't say nothing back, I ain't throw nothing in your face, I would like that reciprocated when it's my turn to hold you accountable. Like, do you have that conversation? Like, do you point that out?
No, but today they asked me to hold them accountable. They're going back on a fast, and they were like, hey, I'm gonna not cuss, boom, boom, hold me accountable. And what's funny is, like, what? Safe place.
Me personally, like, I don't think you should be fasting from not cussing. Like,
no. This is a
like
sailor.
now, yeah. If you're a sailor mouth, yeah,
This is a sailor.
Okay.
This is a sailor.
Okay.
But like, after the fast,
don't even fast for that. Just stop.
Yeah. After the fast, you shouldn't be like, good. Beep, 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 beep. Like,
oh wait. So let's talk about that. Okay, so like, what are some things that y'all feel like when people be like, oh, I'm fasting from this, you be like, okay, like.
I'm so glad you asked. Fasting is to literally starve the flesh. Mm-hmm. That is the center of fasting. When Jesus fasted, he didn't have Instagram, social media. Right. No, he starved himself for 40 days and 40 nights. Like, he fasted often. But, like, I feel like we kind of forget that and replace it with something else. And that's fine, but that needs to be at the center of it. So, like, if you're going to fast from whether it's social media, we got that dome scrolling bad, you know what I'm saying? Or just so much other stuff we idolize. Starving the flesh needs to be at the center of it. Why? Because, like, even in this generation, we have a horrible thing when it comes to just, like, chasing our desires. We're greedy. We're really bad. Right. One thing to combat that is fasting, starving myself of what I really desire, whether it's that ice cream, that I got sweet tooth bad. Like,
Right.
I'm a brownie, chocolate ice cream guy. Like, I try to get it daily, right? But like starving myself from that, I build a discipline, a resistance to fight. You know what I'm saying? And that'll go into other areas of my life, especially when I'm fasting.
Right.
Now, on 21 days, of course, like supplementing Daniel fast or you know water fast or you know whatever you decide to do. But yeah, like it needs to be starving the flesh.
So can I ask a question? Because just for clarification, because are you saying like if we are fasting from social media, we need to be like fasting on the food aspect too?
Yeah, like I said, starving the flesh needs to be the center. Whether you do 6 to 6, I always tell people if you beginner, you do this 6 to 6, or whenever you wake up to the hour, you know what I'm saying, later.
Right.
So you 9 to 9, whatever. But yeah, and then add that other stuff on top of that. Because when that tummy growl, instead of picking something up, you should be replenishing it with the word.
With the word,
right?
yeah.
It's not a diet,
Right.
right? I'm replacing it with this, and it's incorporating more into my habit now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's not going to be something like a lot of people that starve themselves for so long, change their eating habits. They have new cleaner habits, and then their relationship with God is a lot better.
Yeah.
You just finished the whole fast. God honored the effort.
Yeah.
And you stuck to it.
So when I was gonna start my fast, right, I had thought I was gonna do the food thing, but then I also started my weight loss journey. And I had to do like macros and eat certain proteins, and I was like, So I do need to redo it without the food because I was like, I gotta get this much protein. I was stressing. It was stressful, so I didn't do the food part of it. I did not. I did everything else, but I ain't gonna lie, I was staying 10 toes for myself. The things I definitely did fast from, oh baby, I need to fast from them.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
Like what though?
I can't my chin not my chin not up for the year. Y'all. I ain't gonna lie, like that's one. Even with my partner, I told her everything but the real thing I was fasting from.
That's real.
I was like, look,
real.
she think I fasted from BS. Nah, girl, I was fasting.
Nah,
from
for real.
Yeah,
For stuff that's in the closet.
Demons, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't seen them.
The thing I love about fasting though, because I fast often. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just because sometimes I might fast for 3 days. I might fast for 7 days. Sometimes if I'm believing for something, I'll fast. You know what I'm saying? But I think the beautiful thing about fasting is how like when you're struggling with something. For me, I'm gonna say for me, if it's something I'm struggling with, and I can be real tempted, like I'm about to break this fast, man. Like I really just want to go get this, or I want to eat this, or I want to drink this, or whatever it could be. The beautiful thing about it is it makes you just run to God, like God, like because God, I ain't gonna lie to you, like I am tempted. I'm about to fold right now. I need you to help me right now. You know what I'm saying? I think that's that's how you develop your prayer life too. Well, that's how I developed my prayer life, like with fasting, how I constantly leaned on God and ran to Him because I can't do this on my own strength. Because this is the norm for me.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So something I learned too also was that and I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I'm learning. This is baby. Look,
it's good.
You seasoned saints. I'm not one of them.
Man, please.
Baby, I'm not. So I was told that the devil was a beautiful being. Like, okay, cool. So I was recently told that, like, from lack of words, that the devil can be sent to you in different ways. It can be sent to you in like a great job opportunity you think is great, and turn out behind closed doors is not that.
Wow.
It could be a beautiful woman. It could be something just that looks so great to you. And when I heard that, I was like, oh. Yeah. And I look at how like I use my podcast as an example of realizing that like a lot of things that like today, today. Y'all, I have not went viral this year at all. I'm so used to going viral, boom, 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 doing my big one. This time I don't even post like consecutively no more because like baby, it's gonna get posted when it get posted. I'm not rushing, I'm not speeding, I'm not doing nothing. I'm on God's time, baby, taking my time.
Right.
I went viral today for something that I recorded a year ago with these 3 girls. I literally was on there being messy. Asked a girl a question. I was like, "Yeah, when you who's somebody you see them on site? Who you gonna who you want that on site with?" Yesterday was outside. They saw each other on site, and boom, boom, boom.
Oh, okay.
Now it's getting posted everywhere, boom, boom, to the point where like everyone's tagging me with like, "Oh my God, you're going viral." And literally, I had not reposted. I had not. Old me would have been like, "Ooh, we in this thing." My mama sent it to me. That threw me off because like, girl, you found this, but she sent it to me. And then like it was like an audio, they did like a little space on Twitter when they was talking about it. And I just feel like I went through a phase and like even with like this is a new team.
Okay.
When they joined the team, it was After Zarty, and I went like a little week or two where we didn't film because I was finna low-key change the name. I had this set up. I took all this down. It was a whole different setup in here. I was going to change the name. I was like, I don't want to be called After Zarty anymore. I'm not going to do that. I want to get away from that name.
Mm-hmm.
And Lizzie kept praying on it. And it was like, no. Like, Lizzie, don't run from it. Just, like, give it a new image. Like, show your new self. Present your authentic self.
Yeah.
And I feel like today was my calling to, like, realize, like, people tag me today. And people see this old version of myself. And that's what gets y'all excited. But it's like,
Exactly.
I'm not going to let that shake me and get in my head where, like, I should just run away from the name. It's like, no, I'm going to keep showing y'all. Like, keep showing up, keep showing you that, like, no, like, this is the better version of myself. And I made a tweet today, and I was like, hey, like, anything from my past episodes that's not uplifting and informative, don't tag me in it.
Fact.
Like, I'm not going to delete it because, baby, you're going to see old me. It is what it is. I want y'all to see the bro.
Exactly.
But I just feel like people are so, like, stuck to seeing me as that. And I don't know why I feel like I'm getting out of phase of caring about it, but I think today was my first thing where it was like, dang, like, that's really, like, what y'all finna see, huh? But I ain't really messed up about it.
Yeah.
Cause I'm
like, dang.
But that's what. But I had texted you, a couple of days ago, and I told you I feel like God gonna do some things with you with this platform if you stay consistent with it. Because I listened to you on your first episode of this season, and I was just like, man, that transparency and that openness and that honesty, you know what I'm saying, that you put out there. Like, even when you say, like, dang, like, I believe you said something like, dang, like, I don't even know, like, how I'm gonna get guests. I don't know where the guests gonna come from, whatever, what have you. But the reason why I say is like your platform about to go on a whole nother level is because of that transparency, bro, and you being honest, saying like, I don't know where this is gonna happen. I really don't even know what this new season gonna look like. Like, and you telling like what your thoughts is, and you documented that. So next season, when you look back on that, you're gonna see the growth, bro. Like, and like how you said, like, you left your old stuff up. That might be a testimony for somebody else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's subscribed to you, somebody who is really engaged with your podcast, or with your whole platform. And if they see you from afar, like, because you never know who's watching. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if they see, like, oh, dang, he used to make this content, but look at him now. Like, look at the content he's making. Like, dang, his podcast really grew. Like, and that, you never even know, like, that might even inspire somebody to start their own journey. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing the work God did with just not only you, but with your platform as well. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know.
I was going to say 3 things. When you walk with God, God loves to reveal where we're headed, but also where we came from, right? So, like, that was a statement to just be like, bro, that's where you used to be at.
Yeah.
And the fact that you, like, are disgusted by it, that shows where you're going, right? And I tell myself all the time, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm also not where I used to be.
Right.
Right? And then second thing, is, like, this is, like, the enemy, he comes and he presents himself in a way that seems pleasurable, right? When you look at, like, all our entertainment, it is straight, like, baddies and fighting and, you know, just everything that the enemy loves, right? So, of course, this, like, Christianity or just talking about God, like, that is just not popular. And it's not necessarily not popular, it's just nobody wants to hear it.
Yeah.
You'll always hear about, like, what somebody did horribly, you know what I'm saying? But didn't hear about the 10 great deeds they did. So it's like, that's something you have to just be aware of, especially, like, as a believer in God, like, just understanding that, like, I'm not in this for the clout. I'm not in this for the popularity, right? Like, what I'm saying doesn't want to be heard, even though it is the truth. And just being okay with that person who is in the next field over saying X, Y, and Z, all type of crazy at the top of their lungs, and they getting 1 million views and popping balloons. You know what I'm saying? Like, all type of crazy stuff. So it's just like, that's just what the world likes to see.
Yeah, so I learned also, my friend also told me about, like, because I keep saying my friend, but, like, I don't know what you call somebody who you feel like I guess they're, like, on the journey with you, but they're a friend on the journey. I feel like there should be, like, a better label. Okay, buddies. Okay, my buddy in Christ. I feel like they taught me how, like, I did a whole year last year, the podcast. I was miserable the whole year. Hated it. Didn't like it. I knew I wasn't happy. Knew I didn't want to drink no more. Knew I was over talking to them same type of people. I didn't know what it was. I just thought I was depressed the whole time. It was my spirit saying, boy, this ain't for you no more.
Right.
So basically what we did was they basically explained to me how, like, I spent the whole year chasing numbers. Chasing, like, oh, we got to get these viewers. We got to get this. I got to get this type of guest. And I feel like I wasn't enjoying doing what I'm doing. Now it's like I'm such in a space where it's like, I want this person because of this message they have. I want this person because of this message they have. I can do Lakeisha from over there because of this message that she has. She does taxes and all our credit is messed up. Let's talk. You know, like, let's get into it. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Purpose. So I feel like when I got there and I've been doing that, I truly have seen, like, the audience I have now, I say the old audience, but the audience that's like, there's been people in the comments that be like, oh, I've been a silent listener for 2 years. Never commented. But I like this.
You never know.
One in my head, I'll be like, oh, the fuck you been? Like,
Right.
But thank you so much for finally speaking up. So I feel like that helped me also realize that, like, okay, I am going the right direction. I am being, like, my better self and not chasing, like, I would say, like, the fame of it or, like, the glitz and glam of it. Like, I feel like I'm just content.
And that's why I said he about to do numbers with you because, like I said, when you chase your purpose, because that's really what you're doing. You just chasing purpose. Like, you chasing what God is, like, what he's using you for. Like, that's what you pray for. You know what I'm saying? So with that, all the other stuff, the likes, the reposts, the numbers, the followers, all that's going to come with it.
Facts.
And when it come, you want to just give all the glory to God because you already said at the beginning, like, you didn't know where none of this stuff is going to come from.
And it's because of your why. You don't care about that stuff, so he's going to reward you.
Right.
The Bible talks about how he gives us the desires of our heart, right? But, like, they align with his will.
Exactly.
So he doesn't mind, right? So now you don't care about what you used to care about. So he sees that and he's like, okay, well, here go a little bit of this, here go a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, bro, eat breadcrumb too.
Right. Not too much to get your head big, right? Just a little, oh, thank you. With that TikTok, thank you.
Yeah.
Nah, facts. So before we wrap it up and things like that, right, what is, like, one scripture, like, your go-to scripture, or one thing that you, like, even when you're just talking to God real quick, like, you need, like, a little, like, ooh, like, what you be going to, or, like, what do you say? It don't have to be a scripture, but, like, something that you just might say.
Mine is Matthew 6:33. Seek the kingdom of God above all else, and all righteousness will be added to you. Just because that word seek is a heart posture, is literally to, like, go crazy, like, find. Like, somebody was talking about how, like, when you lose that remote on the couch, you turn it up. You know what I'm saying? You it's a heart posture. That's how you should seek the kingdom of God every day.
Right.
Like, crazy. Yeah.
Rock City.
Not even Mike. It was Mike J.
I was saying,
Yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah, he tough. Yeah. That was a great analogy. He fine.
What's yours, my boy?
It's crazy because we was just talking about this. The pastor at Blueprint was talking about this on Sunday.
You go to Blueprint?
Yes.
I want to go too.
That's my home.
I want to go so bad. I'm going this Sunday at 12. I think it's 12.
Hey, that's my boy.
Blueprint. Y'all hear this?
Go ahead, go in there.
Yes.
Oh my God! I'm gonna post a screenshot and show y'all, like, literally, y'all just see my friend, like, I'm going 12:30 this Sunday. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna be in the parking lot.
Okay, yeah, it's lit.
But it's crazy because I went to Blueprint of his, like, I go here and there. Cause other churches I go to, but it's crazy because when I was there, he talked about the text was my favorite scripture, and that's Proverbs 3:5-6, where he says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, it's crazy because I always knew that scripture, but going through life and experiencing things I've experienced, like with relationships, with situations and predicaments I was in, like, if I look back, it's always me. Like, it always be like, you know what? Like, I can say the devil busy, or, you know, man, the devil getting out. He going to work, ain't he? Like, I can say that, but if I'm being real, honestly, I'm like, I put myself here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's because I try to do things on my own accord and my own agenda. So yeah, that's like my number one thing. Like, from the smallest to the biggest thing, like, she'll tell you. Like, I always call on God, whether it's a small little, all right, God, come on, be with me. I'm about to do this, whatever it is. If it's a small task or me being at work, whatever, I always go to God, let him choose and show what path to take.
Yeah.
Because he said that's what he would do.
That's good.
For sure. Well, mine is not a scripture, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got mine a little typed up and stuff like that, but mine is definitely not a scripture. But for me, right now, currently, mine is more so like, God just used me. It's two of them. I got God just used me, and I also got show me how good it can get. But right now, currently, I keep just saying God used me because I feel like you've already shown me how good it can get. I know how good you're gonna get, but it's like right now, just keep using me. I feel like I'm an educator. You using me. You using me. Man. And I actually genuinely love it. I feel like my lesson, y'all, kid you not, I was teaching last week, not paying attention. 9th grade. Oof. Yeah, I'm fighting for my life every day.
I'm 3rd grade.
You still fight for your life every day. You got emotions to deal with. I got mouths to deal with, baby. But I'm teaching a lesson, and I swear to God, like I'm the first 3 slides, I'm like, hey, do those on your own. I'm just clicking because I'm doing something else. I find like I'm like, okay, I'm finna read. I kid you not, my slide was about Christianity and religion and stuff like that, and it was like, do unto others as you want to be done unto yourself. It was like, do y'all know what that mean? Blah blah. I'm like, do y'all know what that mean? Everybody know. No, The one slide I choose to look up and read, this would come, and then it was like literally what I was dealing with was some. You gotta be nice. You gotta be right. It was like, God, you speak to people in funny ways. You using me, huh? Yeah. Okay. So I feel like that's what I had to deal with. So my last thing I want to do, I don't know if you feel it. I'm not one of the people, but I do feel like we also in the season where I feel like next month is, to my knowledge, is Women's Month. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's true. That's what somebody told me. Okay, it's Women's Month next month. Yeah, I do feel like we are in an era where, I know I started off with talking about black men. I think black women are really not looked out for right now. At all. Yeah. So if you had to sow some seeds to our black women viewers, because that's really like my main viewers are black women viewers, and I love y'all, baby. Every day I love y'all, baby. I'm made by a black woman. I don't know if y'all knew that. I know I got good hair, but my mama black, baby. But if you had to sow seeds to a black woman or just leave her with something that's impactful, what would y'all tell them? And then we're going to end it like that. But I'm not going to participate in this one because I'm not good with, like, stuff like that. I can't be used. Yeah. But, you know
what Cameron, I just want to say, like, thank you, black women. You were seen and you were appreciated, right? Like, the little things that you do on a daily that make that person smile when you go out your way, even though they probably didn't say thank you, it is truly appreciated. They probably would be a lot worse off without you. Mm-hmm. And on behalf of them and myself, Mama, I thank you so much for all that you do, all that you've done, and you're going to do. And y'all are greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Black women, y'all are powerful. Y'all are powerful. Like, y'all are why us as men are here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are responsible for so much, but at the same time, y'all carry so much on y'all back. Yeah. Like, it's so much stuff that our black women, they get done, especially like the single black moms, you know what I'm saying? Like, to those who, like, are even dealing with stuff from stuff internal in their family. Like, they deal with so much, like, from trauma, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with the still stuff about having cycles, I don't know how they do it. But look, man, like, y'all are powerful, man. And like I said, y'all are definitely appreciated for sure. Yeah. For sure.
I'm gonna try. I ain't finna show me up on my show. Get off me.
Talking about y'all not.
Black woman.
Yeah.
Talking just to you. Because I'm talking directly to you. I don't know which one of y'all is watching, but I'm talking to you, mama. Black woman, thank you for uplifting all of us black men. Thank you for being a blueprint for how we walk. Thank you for being a blueprint for how we smell. Thank you for being a blueprint for how we put the drip on, you know what I'm saying?
Like, because of you.
Nah, for real. Thank you for encouraging us. Yeah. Thank you for lifting us when we feel lower. Thank you for encouraging us, and thank you for being our strength when we feel weak. Yeah. And to the black women that's directly in my life who actually physically see, you know, thank you for showing me that I can be a man, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for showing me how to be a better man. Thank you for keep letting me allow myself to want to be a better man, just to make sure that I can be a strong man for you, how you're a strong woman for me. Yeah. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. This is the After Zarty podcast, you know what I'm saying, baby?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's your Instagram name? Say a follow y'all before we wrap it up.
Jalen stay praying. Jalen stay praying. Jalen stay praying.
And I'm Y Robbie Wayne. WHYROBBY WAYNE.
P. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all leave a voicemail. The number gonna be in the description below the video. Make sure you tap into the Discord. We chatting right now about this episode. Tap into me in the group chat on Instagram. Follow me. Boom, I got hang out announcements for y'all this time. You know what I'm saying? Just keep tapping in.
Tell me what you wanna do. You don't have to leave me, you don't want to. Ride with me. You don't have to act like that. Lay with me. You don't have to take it back. You don't have to say it back. You don't have to hold it back. It's only me. So what you wanna do tonight? 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 Why you wanna act like you don't love me? Why you tryna make it seem like we don't be? Scrolling like some Hughes and bass, fucking in your dirty place. Why you acting like you don't wanna come on home? So what you wanna do tonight? very clear. You don't have to leave, you don't want to roll with me. You don't have to act like that, lie with me. You don't have to take it back, you don't have to say it back. You don't have to hold it back, it's all in me. So what you wanna do tonight? 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 But your best friend bitch and she ready to go. She just mad cause she ain't getting chose. I'm already knowing how that lame shit go. Baby tell her come down, you ain't ready to go. You tryna leave with me so we can be. If you really like that, we can make it 3. Got 2 more minutes before we hit these streets. So what's it gonna be, is you tryna leave? Why you wanna act like you don't love me? Why you tryna make it seem like we don't be? Why you tryna do that, babe? Scrolling like some hits and bass, fucking in your daddy place. Why you acting like you don't wanna come